Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Madrock, privileged bow hunter. Hey, I'm using a different method. I do not use the Madrock safeguard. I use an ATC, a pivot ATC. I can ascend, I can descend, I can rappel, I can do the whole thing. I can set it up from the ground so there's nothing for me to switch up on the top of the tree and my mind get to buffering and I forget something. I can do all of that here, super safe, super proven, and is used within spec. If that sounds like something that might be for you, you found the right video. But before we get into it, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. It costs you $0 to do all those things, but it does everything for us and the algorithm. We are almost at 10,000 subscribers and we cannot do it without y'all. So let's go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tie this Schwabish. So I'm gonna go one end behind the main rope. Now keep in mind, guys, I'm using a Sterling TRC. It's 6 millimeters. The Sterling autoblock is 8 millimeters. So I think it's right in that, whatever you're trying to hitch with. I think the thumb rule is, don't quote me on this, is it should be 25% of your main rope. But anyways, 6 millimeter, 8 millimeter. Now I understand that they have something that's sewn in so you can sew in loops, but for the purpose of what I'm doing, that sewn loop and the plastic that they put around it to protect it is way too rigid for what I'm doing. So I tied overhand knots, and you just have to do inspections on them regularly to make sure they're good, but I need that extra flexibility in vicinity of the DMM portion or the pivot portion on this ATC. All right, so back to the Schwabish, the TRC behind the autoblocks. This end is gonna go from behind the main rope to in front of it. And then this other one that was in your right hand is gonna go behind the main rope. Now all I'm gonna do is do 4 loops on top of that. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I'm just dressing up the legs, making sure this leg and this leg are even lengths. Okay, that pivot portion that I told you guys about, this that goes up and down, I'm gonna run both of these legs through here. Remember guys, I am a guide, not a guru, so go to your local REI where the professional's at, but I'm just showing you guys what I do. Everything you do is at your own risk. So I pull my carabiner off and I'm gonna run it through both legs of that Schwabish, the bite in the main line, and that wire rope in the ATC. So there should be 4 things attached to your carabiner. Once again, left leg of Schwabish, wire rope, main rope, right leg of Schwabish hitch, and we should be golden there. Then I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna throw it on my bridge. Now I'm gonna flip this over. It's just something that I was taught. I don't know how true it is, but I always try to screw down with the carabiner, the thumb rule that I was taught, screw down so you don't screw up. I don't know if that's because gravity can work its way, can cause that locking carabiner to work its way down over time. Not sure, but that's how I was taught, so that's what I'm gonna go with. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test my Schwabish hitch. So I'm just gonna make sure that rope is bit, and then I'm gonna put my weight on it. So you got 240 plus pounds sitting on a Schwabish hitch. It's money. I love it also though because it's easy to release. So boom, grab the bottom and I'm up here. Now the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep the Schwabish nice and loose. And then, so Schwabish is loose, and then I'm gonna just put some force down, some braking force down over this side of the ATC. Now you can put it behind your butt or whatever, but Schwabish is loose, not holding anything, and I'm still in place. Now what acts as like a third hand for you is what's called an autoblock. I'm gonna pull this autoblock, and there's nothing special to this other than what I do is make sure both legs of this is flat, and I just wrap till I can't wrap no more. I think this one is the 16-inch. Sorry, this one is the 19-inch. I think I tried the 16-inch, and for me, at probably my weight, it just was not enough wraps to keep me in place. If I don't keep my hand on here to keep this auto block loose, what should happen with the Schwabish loose and everything, this should stop me from walking out. So Schwabish isn't doing anything, that's moving up and down the tree, and I am still stuck here and locked in. So I know the Schwabish works, I know the ATC works, and I know the auto block is doing this thing. That's it, guys. That is what I use in place of the Madrock. All right, if this video was educational for you at all, informative for you at all, if you just want to support the channel, please make sure you bang all of those buttons, the like, the share, the notification, and check that bell. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, and we cannot get there without y'all. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If you don't know how to spell it by now, it's Privileged. I know you're not a spell bow hunter. We love y'all. Peace.